It's Adrian from One Agency. As a local and someone who genuinely cares about your outcome, I'd like to discuss why selecting the right real estate agent is critical. In fact, having had a pretty ordinary experience myself, it was a major decision on me becoming a licensed agent and ultimately opening an agency. Unfortunately, the barriers to entry in the real estate industry are quite low, and this easily creates an environment where it is effortless for you to have an unfortunate experience. Many people wonder how to pick an agent. Without a doubt, picking the right agent when selling a home is one of the most critical aspects to having success. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, including lack of time, lack of understanding, and a belief that all agents are the same, a lot of people don't take the selection seriously enough. You have to ask yourself why someone would put more time into finding a really good restaurant or a hairdresser over choosing an elite real estate agent. Many people don't realise they are throwing their hard-earned money down the drain because they simply don't think who represents them matters. Now, is your real estate agent an order taker or a deal maker? A great agent can be a huge asset to the sale of your home. Unfortunately though, most are of the belief that you pop it up online and watch it happen. They put a signboard, post a home on multiple sites, hoping that someone turns up and eventually makes an offer. Your agent needs to be out networking, getting the word out about your home and drawing in prospective buyers. You can easily spot the difference between a quality active real estate agent, the deal maker, and one who's simply an order taker. A qualified agent will have a strong digital presence and will have plenty of current references that speak positively. They will create detailed descriptions of your home for listings, and they will use the latest in technology and communicate regularly with you throughout the entire process. Any agent that fails to meet these basic criteria is probably not someone you want helping you sell your most valuable asset. Choose a real estate agent by asking great real estate interview questions. You want to interview some agents using questions that show what they're made of. This may include asking how long they've been in the industry, how many homes they've sold in the last 12 months, how many of those sales were near the original listing price, how long did each of those listings take to sell, and if they have a team approach, and just how that team approach works. The answers they give you will tell you what you need to know. I've made a separate video on seller mistakes when selecting a real estate agent, but some of the most common mistakes centre around only using one criteria for selection, like choosing a friend or a neighbour, choosing someone that sold lots of homes, even though those sales were for far below the original asking price. Sellers may choose an agent because they like his or her personality, which is okay, but you should be focused on tangible evidence of ability. You want to select an agent that has sold homes recently, within an acceptable time frame, and for close to the asking price he or she listed them at. If they are also your friend, great, but the focus really should be on the selling skill. There are signs you may have hired the wrong real estate agent. Sometimes you may have an excellent feeling about a real estate agent at the beginning and hire the person. Or maybe you felt like you had no time to interview others, so you just went with the first option that came along. Your decision may be a lucky one and you might get a great agent, but maybe not. Some signs you should be on the lookout for in a low quality real estate agent include lack of confidence, failure to use all of the resources available, like the internet, folding quickly in negotiation, no communication, being disorganised, offering little advice, being too pushy, appearing desperate, and not having solutions. If you notice any of these qualities in your real estate agent, you'll probably need to have a talk with them. Now let's have a look at real estate agents misleading sellers on market value. When an agent tells you that your house is worth a lot of money, it can be a great feeling. They are supposed to be the experts after all. But the price the real estate agent tells you may not be what your home is worth, especially if the agent is trying really hard to get new clients. It's an unfortunate reality that some agents will overinflate a home's value to draw in customers. Then, when the home does not sell, will drop the price to something that is more competitive. The owner is desperate at that point, and the real estate agent gets a sale because they are committed to the advertising expense. This is actually a strategy some agents have to get business. Sellers should understand that intentionally misleading a seller on market value is one of the worst things an agent can do. Other agents may be more conservative and base the price on real evidence. And this is the kind of agent you want, because it's tough to recover from an overpriced home when you first put it on the market. Real estate agents who mislead homeowners on the value should be avoided at all costs, and hiring an elite agent can make a big difference. When you go to sell your home, you naturally want to make as much money as you possibly can from the sale. But what many homeowners do not realise is that getting a sale and selling for a decent price is not usually the same thing that happens without any effort. It takes a lot of hard work, which is what a real estate agent is for. When you try to cut costs by going with a cheaper agent, you may be damaging the ability to sell your home, especially if you want it sold in a reasonable time and for a high dollar amount. An elite agent is there for a good reason. They're experienced and know how to negotiate and close a sale. And even if they charge a higher commission, the work done will almost definitely make up for the increased cost. You can go with a lower commission agent, but that agent may not have the knowledge and experience to do what needs to be done to accomplish your sales goals and get you a great price on your home. The real estate agent that lands an overpriced listing this way will spend the next few months negotiating with you for price reductions. If the seller has to move, it is a foregone conclusion that the agent will be around long enough for the home finally to be priced correctly and end up with a sale. Believe it or not, there are times when the real estate agent doesn't even care that they've overpriced the home, because they're using the property as an opportunity to advertise and get buyer calls in which they will push to other homes. Choosing an agent based on commission. Picking the real estate agent with the lowest commission is a dumb mistake and the last factor that guides many sellers' thought process. People can get short-sighted with this one. Many mistakenly believe that a lower fee charge is money in their pocket. In most cases, that's wrong. A great agent can easily make up the commission savings charged on paper with their skill level, marketing expertise, and overall knowledge. For goodness sake, don't choose an agent just for the mere fact that their commission rate is lower. Look at it this way. When most people need surgery, they seek out a surgeon that is best qualified to handle the operation, not their local GP. Typically, that is the person who has done the particular surgery successfully numerous times. In the case of a lawyer, most people seek out the one that wins the majority of their cases. The same could be said for almost any industry. For some reason in real estate, people do not always think this way. Remember, choosing the right agent is extremely important to your outcome, so take it seriously. I'm Adrian from One Agency, and I really hope you find this information useful. If you'd like to touch base with me, please feel free to call me on 0402 168 535. Your result is important to me and our team. Thank you for listening, and I hope this helps.